Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So, before getting into the presentation, let me give you a gentle reminder to subscribe to this channel so that you get more updates on literary contents, right? And don't forget to like the video too. Well, let's get into the topic. So, today's topic is English Snobbery by Aldous Huxley. Well, who is this Aldous Huxley? So, Aldous Huxley is an English novelist and critic gifted with an acute and far ranging intelligence, whose works are quite notable for their wit and pessimistic satire. He remains the best known for one novel, Brave New World, a model for much dystopian science fiction that followed. So, here Aldous Huxley has presented us an essay known as English Snobbery. So, what do you mean by snobbery? Snob is actually a pejorative or a derogatory term for a person who believes that there is a correlation between social status, of course, that includes physical appearance too, and human worth. Snob also refers to a person who feels superior over those from lower classes, social classes, educational levels, or even other social areas. So the word snobbery came into use for the first time in England during the 1820s. English snobbery or gossip writing. Huxley here in this essay critiques gossip writing in Europe, which actually became a trend. It was a highly paid and creditable profession. Huxley wonders why headlines like Pierre's cousin in car smash happens only in Europe. He was actually shocked at three expensive and flourishing weeklies completely devoted to the life of the rich and the titled, which according to him is absolutely nothing but mere nonsense. So, the reliability of expensive weeklies on the elites. So the expensive weeklies showcase pictures of elite people walking in the park with their friends, attending race meetings, and dining with incurables, or even dancing in fancy dress for the sake of crippled children. So only the really rich, or the definitely titled, and the unequivocally best in stars were chosen to be photographed in the past. The commons were just left behind. These expensive weeklies had nothing to do with the locals or the common people. So, here, the need for new subscribers for these expensive weeklies. So, today, in order to get new subscribers, the exploiters of snobbery, I mean, those expensive weeklies, reach even the county hedges and the ditches for content. So, content is very important, isn't it? So, country people like Captain and Mrs. Knapweed, as Huxley says, along with their daughter Angelica, are being portrayed walking with their friends. So Huxley remarks, this is a sad decline in the graph of the expensive weeklies, since there are not enough earls and actresses, and since it is just for business sake, the Knapweeds are portrayed to fill in the void. So the elites and the locals. Who are those elites? The earls and the actresses, and even the highly titled lords. And who are the locals? People like the Knapweeds. So the earls and actresses are less in number, right? Their income actually exceeds £2,000 a year. The locals, like the Knapweeds, are numerous when compared to the earls and actresses. So, circulation among the elites is what the expensive and snobbery exploiting weeklies possess. rewards of snobbery. So here we could see the boring pleasures of the rich. The readers of the gossip columns relate their wealthier contemporaries with film stars and even the heroes and heroines of novels. The activities of the elite communities are sometimes enjoyed vicariously. The pleasures of the rich sometimes are amazingly boring, and there are others who read for sarcastically laughing. And for the elites, these pleasures are just a quotidian. Quotidian, what do you mean by that? Quite ordinary, right? So for the elites, these pleasures are just a quotidian reality, whereas the others, for others, it is a delightful or compensatory fiction. So here, hope you understand the difference. So most readers enjoy the snobbery columns of newspapers, and few others accept that these gossip columns, just like that, they accept income tax or a summer in rain. So no matter what, we have to accept that kind of a mentality. Well, so here Huxley questions this particular trend that actually happened only in Europe, according to him. So actually, Huxley questions the English society for being keenly interested in the life of the rich and the titled than the public of the other countries. So Huxley remarks that attachment to tradition is one of the causes for snobbery. Well, established habits of the past and the meaningful title of a law that actually kindled curiosity among the public is one of the reasons for snobbery, says Huxley. So, national consciousness and the high standard of living of the English is also a major reason, remarks Huxley. Further, the sub middle class section of the English public have enough money to preserve, but not enough for a pleasure seeking lifestyle, which they compensate in the gossip columns, right? Well, snobbery is not a superfluous luxury, says Huxley, but in fact, a necessity for the rich and the titled elites. The snobs are egotists, says Huxley. What do you mean by an egotist? A person who is excessively conceited or absorbed in themselves. I mean, self seeker or attention seeker. So these self seeking snobs admire and appreciate other titled elites and the rich just because they are titled rich elites like themselves. So these self-seeking snobs, they very much admire and appreciate other titled elites and the rich people. Why? Just because they are titled rich elites like themselves. So snobbery, we could understand that snobbery exists in privileged classes. Gestures of aristocratic and plutocratic self admirations are not encouraged publicly in other countries, asserts Huxley. By the way, what do you mean by the word plutocracy or plutarchy? Actually, it is a society that is ruled or controlled by people of great wealth or income. Well, now we could see that as Huxley concludes, he had witnessed large number of the English public deriving deep satisfaction from the gossip columns and are even more ready to listen to the privileged class congratulating itself. So Huxley, however, denotes that unless and until the ears of the public are willing to listen, there will be no end to snobbery. The English snobbery, as he says, is offered free expression and so daily expressed taking the opportunity. Well, so with this, I'm concluding the presentation. Thank you for watching. And again, those who haven't subscribed it, do subscribe, like and share this presentation. And this is Wahida signing off.